Hey guys, what's good? I'm Andre and today I want to walk you guys through the chart of ChargePoint. I want to look at the technicals and see what we can do with the chart that looks really damaged. Obviously, ever since roughly the beginning of 2021, ChargePoint has been going mostly towards the downside, and anybody that's bought it anytime during 2021 or 2022 is probably sitting on pretty significant losses, bag holding, call it what you guys want. Before we jump into it, guys, I'm gonna plant 100 trees as soon as the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. Help me out and we're gonna help the planet out as well. Cool, so before you freak out, I know the chart is pretty busy right now, but give it a chance, it's gonna all make sense. So right now it's the weekly chart of ChargePoint. Obviously, as you can see, roughly at the end of 2020, ChargePoint was at $50 pretty much as soon as it IPO'd, and ever since that point it started going downwards. Now obviously it accelerated quite a bit and we're now finding ourselves at $9. So is it the time to look at something like ChargePoint? Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna look at the technicals, and I do want to post a follow-up video that's gonna be on fundamental analysis for ChargePoint, and we're gonna try to break down a couple of the reasons why you might want to start nibbling on this one, guys. But the big one that I want to have a look at would be this gray line over here, the 20 moving average on the weekly chart. A lot of other traders might use something like the 18-week moving average as well, but I'm gonna use the 20 here. Well, until ChargePoint decisively breaks above 20, I would probably not bet my house on it. But if you guys want to start averaging in as things start calming down from an aggressive pullback like we've had during 2021 and a bit of 2022 as well, to more of a sideways market, that's not the worst thing you could do. Now, moving into 2023, there's supposedly going to be a lot of tailwinds for any green energy related stocks because of the global direction of moving towards that. So it might be a really good opportunity to invest in a really cheap stock that has a fantastic global market share with their charging stations, guys. But again, this is not a video about fundamental analysis, so let's look at the charts. Now I'm gonna move on the daily here. So the number one thing to notice is that ChargePoint has been trading in this range for quite some time now. It's been ever since September 2022 that it's been trading right in this range defined by this channel over here. So obviously the number one goal for ChargePoint would be to break out of this channel to the upside. Until that moment happens, I would probably not touch it unless you already have shares in it, in which case, I mean, it's a tougher discussion, and you guys might want to decide on your own basis. Now, the interesting thing is that ChargePoint might, and please put a lot of weighing on the word might, be forming what's actually a double bottom. I know this sounds crazy, and I know a lot of other YouTubers unfortunately call a double bottom any stock that kind of checks in around the same area in 2 or 3 days or 5 days intervals. Guys, that's not what a double bottom is. Check out, I'm gonna leave a book in the description here. It's called the Technical Analysis Bible. It's written something over 100 years ago, and it's received a ton of different updates in the meantime. That book clearly defines a double bottom as a pattern where prices come back in a similar range in an interval of over a month, not 2 days, not 3 days, whatever, a month. So the reason why this might be a double bottom and it's not actually 100% is because the volume was supposed to do what I've drawn here with this curved line. Now it was supposed to have high volume on this leg, which it does, and then it was supposed to have a lot of volume on this leg, which it kind of doesn't. Now, to be a clear double bottom, it was also kind of supposed to have more regular low volume over here, especially lower volume in the middle of it, which again is not really the case. So this might not actually become a double bottom, but don't despair. There's more reasoning to why this might be at least a short-term bottom for ChargePoint. Now, if we go ahead and draw a Fibonacci extension of this guy over here, you guys are going to notice that we are very close to basically 6.8, which might be the next step down. Now, it's impossible for us to know for sure, obviously, until it actually moves there, but downside aside, I'm gonna talk about where it might go to the upside, guys. So to the upside, if you are going to notice, I've taken the liberty to draw a couple of Fibonacci retracements here. The first one defines the range from the all-time highs pretty much to the most recent low. That was actually a few days ago at the end of December. And then I've also drawn this other range over here from the peak in November all the way again to recent lows. Now, if you guys are going to have a look here, we have a really important region over here at between roughly $18 and $19. It's gonna be a really important support and resistance area, and we also have a couple of really important Fibonacci retracement lines, the 0.5 of this one and the 0.23 of this other one over here. So that's kind of where I think ChargePoint might rally towards if this does prove itself to be a double bottom and if these legs actually solidify as such. Now, something else that would be interesting here is that when you're measuring a double bottom, you're supposed to take this length from over here and obviously extend it on top of what's basically this peak. And that would actually take us exactly towards $29. Now, it's above what we were saying earlier in the sort of 18-19 range, but obviously to get here you actually need the breakout in the first place. So that's basically my game plan, guys. I'm gonna wait for ChargePoint to beat this downtrend over here. Once it does, I'm gonna start averaging in. If on the weekly we can start seeing ChargePoint trade over or above the 20 moving average or even the 50 would be remarkable, but I'm not sure how soon that's gonna happen. Right now it's roughly at $14. But yeah, I'm gonna start averaging in. Now I'm gonna take some profits in this range between 18 and 19, or maybe start selling some covered calls. And then if we see a breakout, my top end of the projection here will be right around $28 to $29. This is how I plan to trade ChargePoint. Now, if you're struggling to find consistency in your trading, follow us at arkisfx.com, guys. We send buy, hold, sell signals, and we've averaged around 70% in the last 6 months. So come over, subscribe. You get a 10-day free trial without any commitments, any credit cards. You can try out the service and see if it's suiting you, and you receive buy and sell signals via Telegram. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Please subscribe and like the video if you've enjoyed it. Take care. Bye bye.